In June 1967, the Middle East was on the edge of a major war. Across the region, tensions between Israel and its Arab neighbors had been building for years. Then, in just 6 days, the map of the Middle East changed dramatically. To understand what happened, start with the map. At the center was Israel, bordered by Egypt to the southwest, Jordan to the east, and Syria to the northeast. The Gaza Strip was controlled by Egypt, while the West Bank and East Jerusalem were under Jordanian control. The Sinai Peninsula stretched between Egypt and Israel, while the Golan Heights overlooked northern Israel from Syria. In May 1967, Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser moved troops into the Sinai and demanded that United Nations peacekeeping forces leave the area. Egypt also closed the Straits of Tiran to Israeli shipping. Israel viewed the situation as a serious threat. On June 5th, Israel launched a massive airstrike against Egyptian airfields. Hundreds of Egyptian aircraft were destroyed on the ground during the opening phase of the war. With Egypt's air force severely weakened, Israel gained control of the skies. Now, move east across the map. Jordan entered the conflict, and fighting spread toward Jerusalem and the West Bank. Israeli forces captured East Jerusalem and then advanced through the West Bank. Next, look south. Israeli forces moved rapidly across the Sinai Peninsula. Egyptian troops retreated towards the Suez Canal. Within days, Israel had captured the entire Sinai Peninsula and the Gaza Strip. Then the map shifts north. Syria had opened artillery fire from the Golan Heights. Israel launched an offensive against Syrian positions and captured the strategically important plateau. By June 10th, the fighting had largely stopped. In only 6 days, Israel had captured the Sinai Peninsula and Gaza Strip from Egypt, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem from Jordan, and the Golan Heights from Syria. The territorial changes were enormous, but the consequences were even bigger. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced or became refugees, while the Arab states faced a major military and political defeat. Israel now controlled territory several times larger than its pre-war size. The war also created a new political reality that would shape Middle Eastern history for decades. The Sinai would eventually become part of a peace agreement between Egypt and Israel later withdrew from the peninsula. But the status of the West Bank, Gaza, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights remained deeply contested. So when you look at the map of the Middle East today, remember this: the borders and territories were not created overnight. In June 1967, 6 days of war transformed the geography of the region, and its consequences are still felt today.